Boop. All right. Fantastic. Sit so your eyes are a little more level. Conversation level.
Sorry that you're tall and
It's
I'm
okay.
short.
It is okay. Okay. And why do you still have it?
I still have it because I want it as a reminder to myself that I never want to go back to the psych ward. So this bracelet is the admission bracelet that I got from the hospital when I had to go into the psych ward. It has my case number when I admitted, as well as my date of birth.
And when you were at the psych ward, what did they give you?
Well, when they first started giving me food, I got a ham and cheese sandwich, which was so offensive because it wasn't really ham and it said ham in quotations, which was super offensive. If you're just gonna name a meat, don't name it ham.
And did you have any interesting experiences with other patients while you were there?
So when I first got there, I really had to go to the bathroom because I wasn't sure if they were going to drug test me or do anything like that to ensure that I wasn't higher on the influence of medications. And when I did that, there's no locks in the psych ward because they want to make sure that you can always be safe. So there's no locks in your room, in the bathroom, anything. So I started going to the bathroom, and some patient just walked in and was like, "Do you need help going to the bathroom?" Nope, I sure don't. I've been peeing my whole life by myself. I don't need any help, but I really, really appreciate you offering to help me pee. But I'm good. I'm good.
How did the treatment that you received there feel? Did it feel like it was helpful?
I mean, in a way, it was helpful enough to. They're so horrible that it cured me more than any medication ever could. In terms of never wanting to go back, I will never allow myself to feel that way anymore, so that I have to go back to that type of environment. I at first when I arrived, they took all my clothing and they gave me these paper scrubs and of course yellow grippy socks, the vacation socks. My paper scrubs were 3 sizes too big, and they took all of my clothing and my shoes because they could potentially have sharps. But they left me with my purse, which it's a leather strap. If I wanted to, I'll just so whatever. To each their own. Then after I got that, they didn't see me for a long time. It was actually, bless that guard's heart, I don't remember her name, but I was like, I need to let my family know because I am in here and they are probably really worried. We weren't technically allowed to have our phones, but they ignored me so much that when the guard gave me my phone, none of the staff members ever came in to check with me and say, no, you can't have that phone. Oh, that's not allowed. You got to go put that back. And I was there for 16 hours and they never said anything of that nature. When it came to actual medications, I supplied my medications from home and they never gave them to me. I said I need to take them at this time, and when that time passed, I was like, hey, I really need my medication. I really need my medication. They said somebody will be with you shortly. And shortly was never. Then when I finally did see a physician, it was about 12 hours into my stay, and he gave me 2 options. I could either go upstairs and check myself into the true psych ward, or I could just go home. Because according to them, I was not a high enough crisis, and to them I perceived that I was fine enough to be released, even though I had only gone in not even 16 hours prior.
Don't mind. Why did you feel you needed to go?
So I had a lot of mental health issues going on at the time. It was right at the end of 2020, the beginning of 2021 when I went in. And I was really struggling with mental health. I had just lost a patient not even a few months prior, which was super devastating for me. I also was not in a good relationship. And the relationship that I was in, my partner was an alcoholic. And what they did to deal with my anxiety or with my depression when I was feeling it, they said, if you had a bad day, oh, I'm so sorry, here's a drink. And would pour me a drink. And we would just drink our sorrows away, which never really actually solves anything. So alcohol was a huge factor into that. And then you and Dad were fighting, and my ex lived in the same apartment complex as Dad did. And I was so terrified that Dad was just going to go over the edge, because he already was. Uncle Richard had to fly in from town just to make sure that Dad didn't kill himself, either with a gun or with drinking for that matter. So I stayed in that horrible situation, 3 buildings away from Dad. So if I ever got a phone call from Robbie, from Uncle Richard, I was there, and I wasn't away from him, even though I was away from him and I was letting him process his own thing. And having to deal with that on top of my own mental health, which was absolutely in the trash, because the current medications I was on was not working. I really struggled.
Well, I have one more thing for you. It is not a question. I made a video. Some headphones for you.
Thank you.
I'm here today to just tell you a little bit about my daughter.
Chynna Jade Coleman, my daughter.
Hi, Miss Chynna.
Hi, Chynna. It's Alex.
Hey, Chynna.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Hi.
Hey, favorite Aunt Cherie here to talk about Chynna.
Hey, Miss Mina.
Hi, Chynna.
Hi, Chynna.
What I love about Chynna is that she is absolutely fearless.
She's a person that loves seeing other people do what's good for them.
She is so caring and thoughtful and loving and genuine.
You are the most fearless person I think that I know. There are so many things that you are just don't even give a second thought to. You just jump right into it. And I love that about you.
She's loving and kind. She's smart. She's so strong. And she has like so much determination. And she's so hardworking in anything that she does.
I can remember her giving a pair of shoes to Julia and baking banana bread or some kind of treat when we were there visiting.
I have watched you grow up, sing, dance, be happy. We are so glad that you are a part of our lives.
I love the positive energy that you radiate.
Chynna is a wonderful and beautiful granddaughter.
And an amazing, intelligent niece.
And
we love her.
You are a brilliant, bright, charming, and incredibly sweet person.
You have this absolutely incredible ability to love any person that steps in front of you.
You're everything that I always wanted to be growing up. You were the perfect role model.
I probably wouldn't be the person I am without her.
And she understands how it feels, what it's like, and how to get through on the other side. She continues to be one of the bravest individuals I know.
I love the way she treats me, and I love that I can see myself with her the rest of my life.
And I'm so proud of who you are, who you've become, and who you will continue to be.
You would 100% be the person that I would want physically and emotionally taking care of me until the very end.
I'm deeply honored and proud to be called her mom.
She's absolutely fearless. And at the same time, being her father, I have to look at it and think that at some point, in some points, she's fragile as well. But she is my heart, and I love her very, very much.
That was an incredible video. I love you.
Those are just a couple of the qualities that we love about our Chynna, and
And that's why we love her.
That's why we love her.